Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 134. My name is Meg and I will be your host, joining me here in Frederick, Maryland, where it is a cloudy day, but nevertheless still humid. I'm hoping next week that the weather will break and I will be able to get the puppy out more often. As it is, she's been kind of playing fetch in the yard where we can, but it's just been so hot, so I can't hang. Yeah. All right. So today I am drinking Bones Coffee Company. My husband had bought a cinnamon French toast, or like cinnamon. It's supposed to taste like the milk from like cinnamon squares. I can't think of the name of it right now. I think it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think. So anyway, he gets this creamer and he's like, I don't like it, which is so weird because it's right up his alley. But anyway, doesn't like it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll try it. And I keep trying it with different coffees and like none of them was quite right. So I went back through my stash of Bones Coffee Company, of which I have several, and I found my, what does it call it? Jacked O-Lantern, which is their pumpkin spice that they do in the fall, and it's so good. And I have gone ahead and made myself a frothy coffee. So if you can see that, I frothed the milk so it's all like sweet and creamy, and there's a high probability I'll end up with a foam mustache at some point, but it's super worth it. I'm using one of my Karakazik mugs today. The link to her Etsy shop is down below. They're currently not available. They were a little while ago, and they might come back again. But if you want to keep in touch with her artwork, and yeah, I would highly recommend going and following her Etsy and her Instagram. Dragon. That's the mood I had today. Dragon. I almost did my dragon braid again, but then I didn't want to be too repetitive with 2 episodes in a row. So I just curled it. And I don't know, it's doing things. They're kind of, I am wearing my Black Lake colorway in the Simply Cozy top that I designed. It comes in 2 versions, the High Tide and the Simply Cozy, and they're both in the Simply Cozy collection. I released them last summer. It is kind of an up and over drop sleeve. I just did my sleeves a little bit shorter than my elbow. When I was trying it on, it was probably here, but then actually wearing it, it goes up a little higher, which is fine. And I knit this in my matte base. Yeah, and I wear it all the time. It has just ribbing at the bottom, and it has, several inches of positive ease. I would say that blocked, it's probably about 48 inches or so. And I'm absolutely in love with it, for sure. I have worn it for many cozy occasions, and it's just fabulous. It's just fabulous. So, Ravelry is still having issues. They are still not able to get the seizures and reactions and headaches and migraines all kind of down in control. So if you are still sensitive, please avoid. I have been uploading my pictures on Etsy. So I've been doing my patterns on Etsy. I did get a bunch all at once and then haven't gotten back to doing it. And that's been about 2 weeks. I apologize. If there's anything that you are looking for, just let me know. What else? We had 2 knit-alongs going on. I'm going to do a separate video and do our prize giveaways. We do have our prize giveaways for the House Pride Cowl that I hosted this year. I am going to be pulling from both the Instagram and the Ravelry, and then I will send it out here and I'll send it out on Instagram of the winners, so that you can kind of avoid Ravelry completely. I won't message you through Ravelry. Only. If I really can't get a hold of you, I might try, but I will persist before resorting to trying an email through Ravelry. Because I know that the emails that you get, even in your regular inbox, have been in the new Rav style, which still sets some people off. Heavens. So, yes, I will be doing a prize giveaway, and I'm so excited. Thank you to everyone who just kind of hung out with me and did that. I know we were dealing with a lot of JK Rowling transphobic comments, hurtful comments during this time, and if that kept you away from it along, I understand. But to anyone who did want to continue on in their own personal version, ignoring the author completely, then that's about where I am. So yeah, I have all of that. I'm gonna do a different video. Okay. From there, I have a knit along going on right now. There you go. I do. I have a knit along going on right now. It is our Bad Wolf Girl Christmas in July 4. It is our 4th year, and I'm so excited. I will double check to see if I did start a Ravelry thread, but if you can't get on there, that doesn't help you much. So it is going to be hashtag participation. I don't mean that as like a cute hashtag participate. I mean like use your hashtags to participate, or physically write me, you know, send me your photos, tag me, at me. What is the language I speak now? My grade school self would not know what I'm saying. Anyway, please do use the hashtags on Instagram. I am following the Bad Wolf Girl Christmas in July 4, 3, and 2, as well as 1. But 4 will distinguish that your projects are from this year. It is not exclusively Christmas. It's anything that you want to get done before the winter seasons, whether that's solstice or Hanukkah, or Christmas, anything, somebody's birthday. All my December babies. Yeah, so whatever you need to get done, I'm just trying to encourage you to get it off your plate early. That is all. It can be anything. I don't care how small. It's anything that makes you feel good about something that you don't have to do later. Ta-da! Okay, so I do have several finished objects, and then I have new cast-ons, and then new cast-ons, and then rip-outs, and then new cast-ons. It's been 2 weeks. Let's buckle in. Okay, so the first thing that I finished, which was the last thing I finished last night, I finally got Patrick's second sock done. Oh, thank God. All right, so this is in the original Grunkles colorway. Kind of mossy green with browns and dark greens in there. I paired it with Knit Picks in their chocolate color, just brown, deep brown, espresso. I think it might be espresso. I've lost the label long ago, but you would be able to recognize the color based on this. I do worry that they are a bit big in the foot, that I put the heel in the wrong spot, but I did measure. Let's see. My dad and I were, my dad and Pat were the same size, basically. So when I can't find Pat's, just use my dad's. So, but everybody's foot shape is different. So when you want to like build a toe, it's really nice to know what kind of toe fits their foot. Like some people have really square toes, and some people have like weirder shaped toes. Okay, all right. No, so I put it on, and it's toe to heel. That is it fitting inside. So maybe it's fine. I don't know. It just they looked like they might be big, but anyway. So I'm really pleased with it. I finally got both done. This is going to be an anniversary gift. So, can't tell which one was on the blocker longer. It might have been this one. I have a drawer here. How many drawers of shame are you allowed? Because I've got at least 3. Everybody's got at least one. The one drawer that everything just gets popped into. Most of the time it's in your kitchen and you just don't talk about that drawer. Pat opened it the other day and was like, Meg. And I'm like, I know. I gotta gut it and not make it a drawer shame. So, 2. Yay! 2 tall socks for Pat. So, I am thrilled with this, and I am so thrilled that that's off my plate. It is, woo, every time. I'm so thrilled it's on my plate, because really, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to give him a handmade gift for our anniversary. I think we are treating ourselves to our outdoor table that we've been saving up for our anniversary. Or the backsplash for the kitchen. Either or. So, lotioned. I have finished another sock. This one was like right here on the cuff. There was no reason that it was not done the week after I showed it to you last time, but I just lost it, really. I have a bin upstairs. It's like one of those plastic campers. And I just throw all my projects in it so that they're not on the couch and so I can get stuff out of the way. But I lost it at the bottom of the bin. So I went through the bin the other day. I decided I'm gonna rip out the mama vertebrae in chunky yarn. I'm not gonna wear it. So I'm gonna rip it out and I might make it into a toy instead because it's nice chunky acrylic yarn. And I think it could be really cute to crochet with. So I'm gonna repurpose that. And I've got other things I'm gonna rip out, but that was the first one where I was like, you know what? This has sat here for 2 months. And if I really wanted it, it'd be done. So I used my Lemon Drop color with Tristan's How Far I'll Go, which is a 2016, 17 color, ages ago, but it's a fantastically bright orange. I definitely want to make another Bird of Happiness. I made one for a student who lost her dad, and she used to wear it as a bracelet. It was great. It was so sweet because her hand was so small that she could wrap the thread around once. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I hand knit it, so it's not a tube. I did a shorter toe, so it's like a real quick toe. And then I did an afterthought heel and 2x2 ribbing, and I did a sewn bind off, which is a little loose on this one. I must have been overcompensating. I mean, it still snaps back, but still, it's a little looser than normal. But all in all, not terrible. But the sock is very pretty and I'm super enjoying the colors. I don't know what would be similar in Tristan's yarn right now, but it's a very pretty color. I've been hoarding it for quite a while, and the fact that it's Dragon Hoard yarn is even funnier that I always say that. Okay, so last time I podcasted, not quite last week, but last time I podcasted, I showed off my little baby unicorn, Cowl. This is the smallest size. This is what I call baby. Show you some floats. Mine are always a little combobulated because I catch my floats quite often, so you can never really see the image on the other side. I don't know if that's good or bad, but anyway. And my travesty, I don't weave in things if they're just gonna be for quick samples or babies that literally will not fit it for more than 2 years, so they're not gonna know. And I did just try this on Gypsy. Yeah, so it does fit around her neck, and it doesn't fit over my head. I can get it like on like a hat. So cute, oh my gosh. I look a little bit like dopey right now, but so I can fit this part on my head, but I can't get the color wick over. So that that means that it is a good size for baby. It'll be big on them, and then you can just squidge it down and just smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. It'll just be this like cute little smoosh, smoosh. Yeah, or like a little plaything for your 2-year-old, or put it on your dog like I do. whatever. So this was the Cowl. So the unicorn pattern that I have in testing at the moment is for sizes newborn to 72 in DK Sport weight yarn. Worsted will give you a different gauge, so you need to change your size from what you think you're gonna have. You have to make sure that you're at least gonna get gauge. And you can measure another project. If you remember the needles and yarn you used and you wanna use that yarn and needles again, just figure out what your gauge was there, just measure it, and then apply that to how many stitches per inch you're gonna have for my sizes. For example, I cast on and I am knitting 2 sizes too big, so I have to rip out and start over, but I didn't check gauge. So I assumed I would be fine, and then I realized that the yarn I was using was worsted and not DK, so like you do. Anyway, not done the finished objects, not done by a long shot. Ba 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 ba, she's done. Doodle doodle. All right, so this is the 4 to 6 year old size. I want to say it's supposed to be about 26 inches or so in the bust. It's got a nice wide shoulder, depending, I mean, like I say it's 4 to 6 or 6 to 8, but that really depends on the size of your child. So I guess you would just go off the bust measurement on that. Children tend to grow long originally, you know, they just shoot up like weeds. Before they start getting like the shoulders in, you know, like unless you're a swimmer. I had one girl who had like lats like for days. It's awesome. You could tell she was a swimmer. She was just like, boom. It's awesome. But anyway, so just measure based on the bust size and your gauge. And I am so excited that this is done. I think there might be one more end that I have to weave in under one of these armpits. One of them, whatever the second sleeve is. That's the one that I don't think I wove in the end under the armpit. But I am so excited to be having this out to testers. I got cute photos, so excited about that. It's really cute. It's really cozy. I can feel that it's going to be nice and warm, nice and pretty. I'm showing you the back. There we go. This is the front. Though I would say this chart is probably one of the most forgiving charts I've made to date, with the jogging that happens in the round with color work. You would not know. You really wouldn't know that the seam is back here. So I'm super pleased with that. Super pleased, but I'm so happy. I have changed the horn on these so that they now do this. So it's a little bit more shaped, and I think it just comes off a little bit better. You can add hearts down here, you can add stars down here. There's just lots of little add-ons. You could do another rainbow of hearts going down the body, or like whatever colors. Say like child wants blue and green and purple. You could just blue, green, purple hearts all the way down. It's so cute. I did long sleeves. I'm very proud of myself. And I did a sewn tubular bind off, and I won't add it into the pattern, but I did a knit two together, knit 3, knit 2 together. No, knit two together on the cuff about 3 rows before I was going to do the ribbing, just so it was a little bit smaller. But I think that is truly based on your child and whether they want like the baggy oversized. If you want to roll them back, if you want to roll them up, you still could roll them back, roll them up. Yeah, that's still very possible. So yeah, I'm just so pleased. I am so pleased. But yes, a a little knit two together right before the end. I don't even worry too much about if it's like evenly around. I was worrying more of just getting to a 1x1 ribbing because that's what I prefer, because I can do a tubular bind off in that case. And you can just see they just roll over. They just look very pretty. I'm just very pleased with that. So I will be putting that in the notes for the testers. I'm pretty sure one of the testers is like down to here already, but it's a small size, so they do fly when they're little like that. Mine did take a bit longer. I did get distracted in between as well. I was doing some other designing that I can't share yet, so I was busy as well. I was working, so I'm just so pleased. Oh my gosh. So it's gonna go into the gift trunk and just hang out until my nieces get bigger, or like, I don't know, somebody else pops into my head and I'm like, that is it. That's exactly what they need, and that'll be that. And I will just know. Oh, does anyone else just love frothy coffee? I mean, it's just, for one, it's infinitely fun to say. Wow, almost lost that word in the middle. All right, I do have one more finished objects, but the design is still in process and I don't want to show it yet. So I'm just going to show you this. I did a sewn tubular bind off again, which I absolutely love. And I have some purple coral, got some of that like marina color, more coral. I'm really pleased with it. It's going to be a gift. I have not woven in any ends on the inside at all. I am the worst. Yeah, I've got ends for days. So since I couldn't show it to you anyway, I wasn't gonna worry about getting that bit done, but I did knit this cowl. It's gonna be really squidgy and cute. It's all acrylic yarn. It is all knit picks. It's got coral, Marina, Solstice Heather. I think it's Solstice Heather rather than Celestial. It's not bright enough. So I think it's Solstice Heather and then Eggplant, which is a really fun purple. And I am really, really pleased with it, but this is all I can show you for now. Sorry. But I did want to like justify why I didn't have more done originally, because I was like, I knit all of this and I can't say anything yet. So anyway. All right, and then that is everything that I straight finished. I have some new cast-ons. I have some rip-outs. I have some stash enhancement. All right, so I'm just kind of looking around. I will just dive in. So I believe this one was already to this spot. So I went ahead last night, this was the last thing that I did last night. I grabbed this sock when I was going to bed. Pat was gonna stay up and just play some video games, so I thought I'd take the puppy to bed. It was like late, so I would take the puppy to bed and I would just knit some ribbing. So I had already finished. I think I was down here the last I showed you. So I finished my stripes. And I went ahead and started the ribbing. I now have like 3 more rows of ribbing and then I can bind off. So I was very close last night, but I was so tired. I'm gonna yawn because I said I was tired. I was so tired. It was like midnight or so. And I just wanted to go to bed, so I did. But I was quite close to having this. So I'm hoping that these will be your finished object next week. Got fiber in my nose. So yes, that is Nomadic Yarns in the Chill in the Air. I actually had my phone open to ask her last night and I forgot. I opened it and forgot why I opened it, but that was why I did. All right, so moving on with our sock drain. Choo choo. In the cordial colorway from Knit Picks, which is a Knit Picks Stroll. Comes in a big 100-gram skein. I dug my Serious socks out of the whip pile. These are probably 3 years old. So sad that it's taken this long, but I've gone ahead and I've started the cuffs finally. Again, I am over halfway done the cuff for both of them, so do a little 2 at a time. And once I get these cuffs done, I'll just try to pop the heels in right away and possibly have 2 finished objects. So yes, the Serious from Nomadic Yarns. Some of her colorways are going to get a rebranding. That's fine. But that is the original colorway name. From there, I had some spooky bedtime knitting. So I was leaving this by my bed, and when I would go up and not really be super tired, or like hubby would be on his phone or something, I would just do a few rows. Do like one stripe, just do one stripe on both, one stripe, and go to bed. And I got all of this done just based on trying to do a half stripe or one stripe before bed. I'm so happy. So this is where it was when I showed it to you last. I feel like I got so much done. Really, so pleased. So this is again Nomadic Yarns. I think it's like a Halloweeny colorway from 2 years maybe. But really love it. I will be moving my progress keeper now. Okay, so now he's up there, and we'll have to see how close. I know I've hit the heel already, so I just have to mark where the heel's gonna be, and then I'll know how long to make the leg. So I'm gonna pop these back in. These will be my nighttime knitting, and I just do a little bit on them when I'm upstairs, and it's been working really well. Just like a concentrated 15 minutes of just knitting. It's really nice, even though I've knit all day and all night. Like, we're not gonna worry about that. And then my last sock project is my patriotic. I do believe that this is all new from here. So I was able to get 3.5 stripes done or so, 4.5 stripes done. And I did note where the heel was, but I didn't mark it. So I do have to do that, mark the heel. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stripes on the foot and 6 stripes on the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I just have to finish. All right, so I think I'm finishing this color block again, and then doing the next time I hit this, I finish this and then do the cuff. So I am 2 stripes on both socks away from the length that I decided was good. But look at these cute little patriotic things. I love it. This is the Go Cubs Go from Nomadic Yarns. I just have a lot of her yarn. I'm sorry, that always seems to be her yarn. Oh, and there's my foot. Dee dee dee. That's my foot. So this is just in a bag that I had because it was close. Okay. From there, I have 2 new cast-ons. So I am working on a stash acquisition. So this is Dragon Horde yarn in the NYX colorway. If you watched Tristan's podcast, she did just knit a tank top out of this color as well. It's dark and moody, so that works great for all fall things for me. Good, I have little stoppers on them. I've gone ahead and made a mess of a cake, but caked it up. It's got a great sheen on it. Lots of my hair too, that happens. Very pretty. Yeah, it's very dark. It's very dark, but I like that. So I am toting it around right now in the teeniest little bag because it's fingering weight and it's a small sweater at the moment. I am knitting the 40-inch size in my high tide pattern, which is the other one to this. And I think I am gonna do the lace at the bottom. I think that would be really pretty with this. So yeah, I have gone, in 2 days, I went up the back, down the sleeves, and joined in around, and then I paused. I've got a fun little progress keeper over here from Simply Serving. Actually, she has made any progress keeper that you've seen on my project today. Boop. So super cute. Honestly, you can't even like see where one I can't see where one finishes because of the lights, but I am super excited about it. I think it's gonna look really nice with whatever hair color I have by the fall. And the sleeves look very skinny right now, but they do stretch out, and then you get a bit of a drop sleeve here. I was considering going back and doing the I-cord neck so I can get a good idea of the drape, because it just creates a very like taut line, and I like that. I've also kind of shaped it more like this, where I've made longer fronts than was called for in the pattern, because I figured I'd try it. So it's shaped more like this now rather than that, which I like both. So I have both now, but I just wanted to try it. So it is in the teeniest of stages right now. It's not even a crop top. It's indecent exposure because there's nothing to the top yet, but I'm working on US 5s because this is a thinner fingering weight yarn to me, and my gauge is loose, so I do have to go down a needle size. Normally I like working with 6s, but that's just not gonna work for this. So you can just see my gorgeous little in there. And this is one of Lindsay's takeout bags. Look how cute it is. It looks like the stereotypical knitting needles too, with the little ball on top. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, and they're so happy. I love it. I love it. Actually, now I understand how these happen because I own that thing. It's so fun. Okay, so 2 more things. This is part of stash enhancement. So I have cast on, I have a rip out, and I have a few more minutes. So my new cast on is from Warm Stripes, which is Wendy. This is her paint pan pattern. That is the paint pan cowl. The socks are already released, so if you like the design, you can already get it in sock form. But I am knitting the paint pan cowl in testing for her. So this is my Wolfsbane colorway. It's like a chart graphite gray. And in here I have lots of different minis that I've had in past collaborations. So this is from the Wreck-It Ralph. It's called Sugar Rush. Yeah, so that's Sugar Rush. This is Martha from Doctor Who. This is Danny Pink. This one is, oh, Missy and the Doctor. This one's Donna, the white one. Donna. This one is the Centurion, and this one is Burning Up a Sun Just to Say Goodbye. It was a full skein color that I dyed for Valentine's that year. And then after this, I am actually going to be continuing. I'm still bagging. I finally skeined up all of the advents, so I got through that. Now I'm bagging, and I am waiting on charms that'll go inside, and I have some tea that I will put inside, and I'm hoping to do a pattern coupon code or two inside. So it's in progress and it's happening. I'm really hoping to get these in the mail early September so that you'll have them. Yeah. But yeah, oh my goodness, it is very pretty. It was a very muted palette until we hit here. So now I feel like I can get into some brighter colors based off of this one. It's very pretty with that that contrast. Yeah, it's very pretty with contrast. So I am knitting with a DK weight. I have 2 skeins of graphite right now. Wolfsbane. 2 skeins of that, and I have lots of minis. I have to measure, but I used really like I think it's 3 grams of that. I held them double. This one is one of my favorites. This is the Centurion. Oh, so moody. I love it. And this one was burning up the sun just to say goodbye. And Donna. I think Donna would make such a pretty color for full skeins. Anyway, so this was what I had left over, obviously, so much. So they will just go back into the mini bin. What else? I also have my Moana minis back there, and I think the blues would really pop. So I was tempted to add those in, but I have 25 Advent minis to add in, so I'm going to start those, and as I show this from now on, I will probably have to black and white the filter because I just don't want to spoil the Advent for anyone. Duh. But yeah, so this is super fun. I would keep an eye out for it, and it is absolutely perfect for minis. So I think it's a really cute Advent pattern. It would not use up your entire Advent, so you would be able to do another thing like in a blanket or in socks or in like a mini mitered square for the cozy memories, or you could just do tiny sock, or you could do a bird of happiness. I mean, there's just so much. So I been carrying it around in a kitchen bowl. Yeah. But now I can put those minis away and I can start with new minis. That got very hot because it's the bottom of the, yeah, that got really hot. Whew. And last but not least, in knitting wise, I'm ripping this out. And the reason is I have cast on way too big a size. This neckline is just bigger than I want it to be. And I know I'm like stretching it right there, but it's just, I want them to be like, circular yokes for me just need to be tighter. Okay. So it's just, this is too much. I am going to go down till it's about there. So I'm taking about 2 inches out of the neckline. I do love the Mountain Mist. This is by Tin Can Knits. I do love the Mountain Mist, but I'm really considering that I will knit it in fingering weight. I think I might wear it more. I wear fingering weight sweaters more than my DK weight. It's really cute. It's really pretty. Yeah. I got to such a standstill with it, and it breaks my heart because it is so pretty, and from farther away the mountains do show up, and I actually did I didn't like how it looked, so I ripped it back. I thought that was what was bugging me, and I have another object. Oh my gosh. I ripped it back to just below here. I did another one of these points underneath here. You can like barely see it, but I did. Ripped it out, ripped it back. Let's see if I can get there on there. Yeah, you like, it's hard to see, but I just tried to like blend it a little bit more. And then I swapped down to this color. And then I sat with it and I was like, you know what? I don't know if it fits well because I had to redo the sleeves. So I was like, I need to try it on because I think that the sleeves are gonna be too small. They weren't, they're fine, but I think the sleeves will be too small. And then I just like really, time check, 11:30. I really like looked through and was like, I don't think that this size is right at all. I think that the whole thing is wrong, which stinks. Which stinks. I have 2 more projects. But yeah, so this is just going to the frog pond. I will get out any yarn that I can from it. I can't remember. I don't think I tied off things too much. Maybe I have. No, I don't think I did. So I'll just get what I can out of it. Bringing back my rainbow blanket. This is a giant crochet 12-point afghan type of thing. It is quite heavy. It is huge. It's huge. It's halved right now and it's massive. It's all in like DK and worsted weight yarn. And I have an end somewhere. Okay. I am here. And I have finished the green and I have started the blue, which took 3 days to finish the green and start the blue. So I have 2 rounds on the blue now. I'm very pleased with. Yeah, there it is. I was like, I thought I had 2 rounds. I do. There it is. 2 rounds on the blue. Very pleased. Very, very pleased. So, there goes the puppy. So I just have been leaving this on the couch so that I can work on it. I am just gonna do 1 more round of blue, 3 rounds of blue, 3 rounds of purple, and call it quits. I'm so exhausted from this blanket, but it's so pretty, you know? And I think that's, ow, I think that's everything. And then so my last tidbit is going to be about my unicorn sweater. So I already said I cast on the wrong size. I am not getting gauge. I am larger than gauge. So the neckline is just, I did the short rows. Pretty cool. Look at that. And I can actually just boop that on for you. Yeah, I'm a flower. I'm a flower. That's literally what I look like right now. I look like a flower from like Alice in Wonderland. So it doesn't look, the neckline doesn't look too bad, but this is kind of how I want it to fit. And then once again, look at it, runs away. So I am going to be taking my neckline, my stitches down to the smallest size. I was knitting the 3rd size. I'm now gonna knit the 1st size. So, yeah, just cause I can get away with it with my gauge. I did start the rainbow. I got all the way to blue, tried it on and went, something's off. Yeah, did all that short row, all the everything. It was very cute, but what are you gonna do? Okay, had to run some errands, do the thing, and then finish up. So had a slight top change and all that. But anyway, I just got gauge off of what I had been knitting from back here. And so now I know what size I need to knit, and I will just harvest the yarn from this. It looks a little bit ridiculous at the moment, to be fair. And I think I actually will be skipping the short rows because the back being a little bit higher, I don't think will matter too much. Being a DK weight, it'll just be kind of like a throw on. I don't think I won't need to worry about it dropping down the back. So again, I do put in the pattern that it's optional short rows. You don't have to do them for the pattern to work. So I did do them on this, but I don't think I'll do them on the next one. But they turned out really pretty. I did twin stitches, and I don't think that it was any big problem. So really good, but now I know that I was knitting the wrong size, and gauge matters. So the green is just running away now. Oh, and yeah, it just like, I just cast on the wrong size. But anyway, I have a little bit of stash enhancement. I will be frogging these two plus the mama vertebrae. And since I'm getting so many socks done, treated myself to a little bit more Felici because it's great for gifts. The one I really want to cast on is What Knots Galore. It is right up my color wheelhouse with summer colors. I would use Lemon Drop from my shop to knit with this, and then I think it'll be just gorgeous. So I do want to cast these on. I want to cast them on 2 at a time. I just got to find my ball, and I will be ready to go because I finished off Pat's and I'm about to finish these, and I'm going to use these needles, I think. So just once I get them done, then it's free range and I can cast on something new. So I want to cast on this or this one. This one is Cupcake Karaoke. These are the current Felici colors, so you can still get them. Typically when I'm showing Felicis, it's like vintage Felici and it isn't available anymore, but yeah, so I really love this. I also picked up a skein of Vampire Vibes. Figured somebody would like this. And then I picked up Fiesta. Yep. Looks like a piñata. So I thought that these could be fun birthday socks for somebody. And then the last one, I am a little disappointed. It came without a ball thing. It's not in the bag. WTF, knit picks. This is how it came. Wrapped because it had come undone and no tag. So I can't actually remember what the colorway name is, and there's no thing. So you'll recognize it if you look it up, but yeah, super irritated with that one. But yeah, so this is what we've got. Ta-da! I think I said I got 6 colors, but I think I just got 5. So I am thrilled with that, and I definitely want to cast on What Knots Galore. I think I'll really enjoy that. Gypsy is causing oodles of trouble, so I gotta play with her because we just went out, we got her nails trimmed, I dropped off packages, now I have to go upstairs, do more packages, dye some yarn. I will say the superwash, non-superwash base is super squishy, super fun, but the colors do come out a little bit lighter than they do on superwash. So do fair warning on that. I have been trying to like double dye things, but that is a huge time commitment type of thing. But anyway. So just so you know, they don't come out exactly as they do on other bases. That is just a rule of thumb. But yeah, so I think that's everything I got going on. I had finished objects and cast-ons and lots going on here. I'm hoping to work a little bit on that sweater, and I think my advent cowl will just get put aside for now. I will rip out the sweaters. I really am in that if it doesn't bring you joy, let it go type of mood, because I can't have all this stuff over my head, especially during like quarantine stress. I can't do it. I cannot like hold on to things that are not bringing me joy. So just gonna let it go, finish some socks, get things off the needles, and I'm gonna feel really good about that. Once I'm done everything off the needles, oh my gosh, it's gonna feel so good. So I'm just gonna do that now. Coming up the pike, more knitting, hopefully. Yeah, more knitting, really. And maybe another cup of coffee. I took my cup upstairs, so I don't have anything to toast you with today, but reminding you to take it one cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you next week. Bye.